Hello students, today in this video I'm going to talk about the writing section. Okay, so in writing section the weightage is 10 marks. So first we have formal letter. Word limit will be 100 to 120 words based on a given situation. So 1 out of 2 questions is to be answered and it carries 5 marks. Second one, writing an analytical paragraph. Word limit will be 100 to 120 words based on a given outline, data, chart, or cues or ideas. Okay, so 1 out of 2 questions is to be answered, and that also carries 5 marks. So now I'm going to explain the first one, that is formal letter. Okay. Now, introduction. Letter writing is an essential skill. Despite the prevalence of email and text messages, letters are one of the most important and popular means of communication. Now, let us see the main parts of a formal letter. Number 1, the first important part of formal letter is sender's address. Sender means the one who is writing the letter. If you are writing the letter, you are the sender. So first in a letter, sender's address should be written. A formal letter begins with the address of the sender. According to the latest format, the address is written at the left-hand corner. Write house number and street number in the first line and the name of the city in the second line. While writing the address, one must not use comma at the end of each line. Now, second one is date. We have to mention the date right after the sender's address. Date should be written after leaving some space after sender's address. Always write out the full date. Example, 26th August 2020. So in this way, you have to write the full date, not in a short form. Okay, so you have to write out the full date whenever you mention the date, and this date will come just next to the sender's address. Now, number 3, we have receiver's address. Receiver's address means the person who is going to receive your letter. Okay, so receiver's address, after the date, the address of the receiver is written. Number 4, the subject. In the formal letter, we have to write the subject. After leaving some space, the subject of the letter should be written. It includes the main objectives of the letter in as few words as possible. It should be very precise but clear in approach. Okay, so here is a typing mistake. Okay, so it should be precise. It should be very short and precise. Okay, short and precise but clear in approach. So subject should be written in a few words. Okay, as few words as possible. It should not be very lengthy. It should be very short and precise, and it should be very clear so that the one who receives the letter will understand the letter, what it is all about. Now we have the number 5, that is salutation. Salutation begin the letter here. Let's see. Begin the letter in a formal manner by addressing the receiver as sir or madam. Don't use dear sir or dear madam. So this is also another step you have to follow. Okay. So number 5 is salutation. After the subject, you have to write sir or madam. If you are writing to sir, you will mention under this, okay, sir. And if it is to a lady, then you will mention madam. Don't use dear sir or dear madam. Now number 6 comes the body. The body or content of the letter consists of 3 main points. Always remember, the body of the letter or the content of the letter consists of how many points? How many main points? 3 main points. Okay. So first one is introduction, second problem, and the third one is solution. So the letter should be written in 3 paragraphs, short paragraphs. Okay, but it should be in 3 paragraphs. So first paragraph will be the introduction, second paragraph will be the problem, and the third one will be the solution. Now introduction. Now let's see the body introduction. This paragraph should be written with a polite beginning. Okay, example, through the columns of your esteemed or reputed newspaper, I would like to draw your attention towards, okay, this is just, I'm giving you an example, okay. You have to start the introduction in this way. So the subject of concern should be introduced in this paragraph. So the subject should be introduced. Next is the problem. Problem means the next paragraph. The problem or the concern should be highlighted in the second paragraph. Okay. So for what purpose you are writing? What is the problem? Okay. What do you want to share or what do you want to ask? Okay. Or what do you want to request? That problem. Okay. You have to mention. So the problem or the concern should be highlighted in the second paragraph. Next is conclusion. So the third paragraph, conclusion, what will you write? With this paragraph, you will write, okay, the possible solution for that serious matter. This paragraph consists of possible solutions for that serious matter. Okay. Now, seventh, that is complementary clause. The letter ends in a formal manner by using yours sincerely or yours truly. Okay, so all this comes under complementary clause. Okay, so the letter Y of yours is always capital, and when you write yours, there is no apostrophe S. Okay, direct you have to write in this way, yours. Okay, and Y should be capital. 8. After complementary clause, what will you write? Name. Yours sincerely XYZ. If you are not using name XYZ, ABC like that, okay? Or yours truly, Mr. John or Miss Mary, okay? In that way you have to mention, okay? So number 8 is name. It is mentioned just below the complementary clause and includes sender's name, the one who is sending that letter. One must try to write the full name along with surname in a formal letter. Okay, now let us see the format of formal letter. Whatever I had explained, okay, I'm going to show you the format. So first, suppose this is the paper, okay? This is the paper or this is your copy, okay, notebook. Now you are going to write the letter. So what will you do? So on the left side, okay, all this comes on the left side. So first one, as I have told you earlier, sender's address, okay, on the left side. Sender's address. So write sender's address here. Never put your name here. Don't put your name, only your address. Now just below that, date. Date you have to write in full form, right? I had already told you. After that, receiver's address. Okay, so see, this is the format, okay, step by step. First, sender's address, date, receiver's address, and now the subject. Subject statement should not be very long. So the subject should be very short and very precise. Okay. It should be understandable. Okay. So it should be written in a very short and precise. Now salutation. Salutation you can address as sir or madam with respect. Next we have the body. Okay. The body means the content of the letter. Okay. So body I had already explained. Under the body we have introduction, problem and conclusion. So the body should contain 3 paragraphs, short paragraphs. Okay. So in the first paragraph, you will write the introduction. Again, you will share your problem, okay, in the second paragraph, and you will get into conclusion in the third paragraph, okay. And next comes complementary clause. After you finish the body, okay, the content of the letter, now complementary clause. Yours sincerely, yours faithfully, yours truly, okay. So don't forget there is no apostrophe s, and y, okay, should be capital, okay, in the word yours. Then after that comes name, okay. So this is the format of a formal letter, okay. It's very easy. Try to follow this format, okay. You will be able to write a very good formal letter, okay. So I have already explained. Try to follow this format. I'll be giving you some even assignments, okay, to do. So please follow this format, okay. So the explanation for formal letter writing is done. So next I'll be explaining the second point, that is analytical paragraph writing, okay. So with this, I'm going to stop my explanation from here, okay. So see you in the next video. Thank you students for watching this video.